Magic player now.
Anybody wanting me to play on a regular basis. It would be pretty easy at this point. I keep buying those like Final Fantasy Commander decks keep going on sale. I'm like, oh, I should just buy one because I don't have a single Commander deck. I don't know how to run Commander. I've never played Commander.
Oh,
so
I really enjoy Commander. The whole like, because it was originally called EDH or Elder Dragon Highlander.
Yeah.
And there can be just one. Henceforth, you can only have one of each card in your deck. But like, I played EDH back in the day a ton. Like, I played it so much that I commissioned someone to customize my commander card.
Oh, really?
So, like, painted a custom version of it for me, and like, yeah, I like was super into it for a while. But
that's cool.
Yeah, the problem like with any of these formats though, like once EDH like became Commander and like Magic recognized it as an official format, man, it just got so expensive so fast.
I can't. It's like $70 for a Commander deck. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
and I don't even know. So for me, I don't know anything. I just know that it's very expensive. So I look at that thing and I'm like, why would I ever spend that money? And I'm sure there's cards in that like Cloud Sephiroth Commander deck that I would want to add to my binder that I'm collecting of these guys, but
sure,
I can't pull the trigger on that. That's so expensive.
Yeah, because it just got to the point where there were certain, especially with like the restrictions on, you can only have cards or lands that are the same color as your commander, and like these restrictions made it so certain artifacts and stuff were like basically like almost like required, like, or not required, but like really helpful to kind of smooth out your deck and things like that. So it did become for a format that was not really supposed to have like a quote unquote meta per se, or to have like a certain way to play it, it really became something that had like, here are the cards that everyone has to have in their commander deck and like yada yada. So it is the one type of Magic where I feel strongest, or like I have this like the strongest pull back to wanting to get into it.
Really?
Yeah, would be playing Commander again because it was a ton
of
fun.
We could
it's
do
a ton
it.
of fun. It's just super chill. Like, tabletop Magic is good stuff. So
yeah.
But connected to that, when we were in Disney, they were doing like, so during the Festival of the Arts that was going on, they were doing so much stuff with Lorcana. I was actually really impressed.
Really?
I did not expect Lorcana to be as big of a deal as it was. Because when you showed up in the morning, they had kind of three things going on related to Lorcana. You could get a free pack, and then you also got like this little booklet, and in the booklet were 4 cards. So then it encouraged you to like open the pack that you have, like look through and everyone's booklets were different, or there was a healthy mix of booklets. But open your pack, see like, do you have any of the 4? And then the goal was just to trade with other people who were there to complete your 4 card set, because that's how you could get like one of the promos.
My buddy was there, and I was like, "Hey, look into the Lorcana thing for me." And he's like, "What? These big cards?" I'm like, "Yeah, is there?"
And they did have those just up, right? Like, but that was one of the other things, is they had a scavenger hunt where, in the booklet that they gave you that had your 4 card set, you could then go walk around Epcot, and there was like a little scavenger hunt where you would find all the big cards, and then you would like fill out the scavenger hunt of like which cards were in which places, and that's a way you got another one of the promos. And then the final promo you just got for buying a box.
A box?
Well, not a box. It was a treasure trove, excuse me. So like the 6 packs.
Yeah.
So that was how you got the 3 like promo cards though, was trading with other people who were there, completing the scavenger hunt, and then buying a treasure trove. And I will say, like, every day, like, like I said, you could get a free pack every day and do the scavenger hunt. Most days by like 11 or 12, like all of the free packs were gone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it was like you had to like get there right away. You had to like kind of commit to doing this thing. But the number of people who were just hanging out and trading with people was ridiculous. Like there was this huge group of people who were just hanging out and trading cards with people, folks who clearly had like regularly attended this event or regularly been to Epcot just had like their huge like stacks of like their binders and their stacks of cards, and
Really?
were just like giving people the cards to like finish the sets that they need, the group of 4 that they needed. Like it was really cool. It was just
That's
a whole
awesome.
bunch of people like hanging out, talking about Lorcana and doing the thing. It was pretty cool.
Nice. I did get a couple packs of the Winter Spell that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of like, I got some packs from the last set, and they were very samey from every
Okay.
other set. I was really
Yeah.
disappointed. Even the art was reused, and some of the
Yeah.
characters, at least for this one, they pretty much put the effort in to make every background snow themed.
Right.
So even if you are getting like a duplicate card that you have had before, at least the art's different. Um, so I do appreciate that, at least
Yeah.
versus the last couple sets were a little. I think Azurite C and whatever the first Gargoyle set was. And I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
bummed I'm not collecting now that there's Darkwing Duck and Gargoyles in the newer sets
Yeah.
and Goofy movie.
Yep. Yeah. They're, I mean, they have deep cuts for these cards. I mean, they are not messing around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, I was also a little bit disappointed as how much duplication was in those Arcana sets, but then also I was like, well, I mean, Magic has reprints, right?
Yeah.
Like they all do this. It just, yeah, it felt like a little more
Well, Magic has like
duplication.
10,000 sets and Arcana has 9.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
gotta catch up before you start reusing all your assets.
For sure. For sure. But hey, this is a podcast. Welcome to Board with Video Games, everyone. I'm Kyle Hyman. That's Josh Barboni.
Hey,
And we're thrilled that you're joining us. Always, if you have any feedback, questions, suggested topics, hit us up at boardwithvg@gmail.com or check out Instagram, boardwithvg. We're part of the Place of Video Games podcast family, as well as the Dice Tower Network. So feel free to check out all them out for all of your video game and tabletop needs. As always, we're back on what will hopefully be a little bit more of a regular schedule now that my aforementioned February travels are done. But we have each brought a couple of actions to discuss, and we have a final boss to cover at the end here. I will say, Josh, this was a really like action-packed time for like me to be gone so much and us to miss a ton of things. A lot of stuff happened.
yeah.
A lot of stuff happened. But hey, Josh, what's the first thing you would like to discuss on the podcast?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is a game I've been playing. So I'll talk about another game later, but I was looking in our Discord. We have like this little webhooks chat that posts all the sales that pop up all over the web. So it kind of covers everywhere from like QVC to Best Buy to Amazon. And a couple of weeks ago, a deal popped up for Woot. I always look at the Woot deals, and there was a bunch of video games on it. So I was looking, and then there was this game for the Switch called C.A.R.D.S RPG, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And it was pretty deep discount, so I figured it was like, I don't remember how much I paid, but it wasn't a lot. It was enough to take the jump, and I'm in an RPG mood apparently, so it seemed like a good time to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to talk about cards. I'll start by saying I did think to look at how many hours I have on the game, and Nintendo's not great at like letting you know specific hours.
Mm-hmm.
It just tells me if I look it up, it's like over 20 hours played.
Dang.
So I played over 20 hours of this game that I'm about to tell you is pretty mid game. I don't know what it's really got its teeth sunk into me. There's not a whole lot out about this game available. There's 2 whole reviews on Metacritic. You can't find any information, and I can tell you that this game is called C.A.R.D.S RPG: The Misty Battlefield, and it's for people who can't see. It's C.A.R.D.S, and I cannot find anywhere on the internet that says what that stands for. So I don't think it stands for anything.
Is it because you play the game with cards? Like what's?
Yes, you play the game with
Oh,
cards. I don't know why they made it an acronym versus just calling it C.A.R.D.S RPG. There's nothing out there saying like combat action, like
Right.
nothing. I couldn't find it anywhere. Um, it is by Acquire, the developer and the publisher. I have heard while trying to investigate this that they have a few other games out there that are also just very mediocre games.
Well,
Uh,
they're a really interesting studio because they also helped out with like the Octopath Traveler series.
I can
So
see
even
that
those
in the
are
art a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, so even though those are, Square games, I think they were like support for that. I think they also worked on oh, what the heck is the Mario and Luigi game?
Brothership.
Yes, I think they did that. Like I think they've done like some weird interesting stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tell you I like this game, but I'm also gonna tell you that it's not very good.
Oh,
Uh,
that's okay. Yeah.
it although it has its positives and negatives for sure. There is voice acting, and it's pretty good voice acting in
Mhm.
Japanese or English. And I played half the game not even thinking to change it to English or that I could. So I did change it to English after. Um, the music's pretty good. I will say uh, the Misty battlefield is literally, it's just called that because of the fog of war on the field that you play.
Okay.
So it's not even, so the story is not very deep. The story is barely a story at all, but it's there. Um, it's just very painted on. I'll
Uh-huh.
tell you about what this is C.A.R.S RPG, the Misty Battlefield, is a tactics game with card combat.
Okay.
So, um, I have always been a big tactics fan, and Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my favorites. I still haven't purchased the Evilus Chronicles yet, but I probably will
Mm-hmm.
this year. But yeah, essentially, in the game, you are picking from a roster of characters. There is a skill tree involved in the game, so as you level up, you can unlock more cards and a couple more characters on your skill tree that will join your party. But you're not
Mm-hmm.
really getting party members like a traditional RPG. You're not like walking around and having conversations with these people. You're essentially this unit that is going to fight off this unknown enemy force
Yeah.
um, that uh, they're like you start fighting humans at the beginning. It feels more like a war kind of game, and then it turns a little bit more fantasy later on
Mm-hmm.
in the game. And as you play, you are playing cards to battle. You have cards that cost 0, 1, 2. In each round, a regular round is 3 back and forths,
Mm-hmm.
3 turns, and then a boss fight is 5, or a bigger boss. I think that's just boss fights, but there could be a few regular bosses that are 5.
Sure.
Um, and as you're playing, you are earning cards in combat, and you can
Okay.
also visit outposts on the map to discard or obtain cards. You have a maximum of 50 cards you can carry. And I will say, like, the slog of the game is like right in the middle where you're just kind of getting duplicate cards that you already have that you
Oh,
don't
okay.
need. Um, and your deck is probably full if you're playing that way. There is a meta for the game where you play with smaller decks, so you get your cards more often.
Mm-hmm.
There's no downside to drawing from your discard pile. It just reshuffles and draws cards for you.
Gotcha.
And as you play, yeah, that's what you do. You move around tactics wise. You can have a mage, archers. You have your ranged characters. You have your shield bearers. You have your sword bearers. Like you have all these different character types. They all have a certain amount of moves, and each character has 4 slots you can fill with uh, items. So
Mm-hmm.
anywhere from armor to poison, chance to inflict poison, chance to include shock, and yeah, you're going through the game like it's a regular tactics game. The art is not great; it's just fine. It feels very much like a mobile game, or
Yeah.
uh, I reviewed a game for PSVG like when I started with PSVG. and the name escapes me. It's very similar art style, so it's like 3D background, 2D characters,
Sure.
almost like paper, like you could spin them almost.
Gotcha. Okay.
I wish I could remember the name of the game. Um, I'm at the boss. I'm at the very end of the game. And spoilers for a game that no one's ever gonna. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's one of the bosses, like a traditional JRPG, where
Hmm.
his final health is not his final health.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And then his second final health is not his final health. I'm like,
Okay. Cool.
and by the time you get to him, you already have passed through a map of like 20 bad guys that are just obliterating you before you even get to
Yeah.
the end. So by the time I get to him, I had my like fourth attempt today, and I got three of my guys still alive out of eight. You have eight people on your team.
Hmm.
I should have mentioned that too. I had four left when I just had the boss left, and I I got it down to one guy left versus his third health point, and he had like 36 hit points left, and it just didn't happen, and
Oh
I
no.
don't know if I want to finish the game
No.
because it's about an hour and a half per like eat for this level
Right.
every time.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't been able to shorten it. So I'm like, do I want to dedicate another hour and a half or 7 to try to get this
Yeah.
guy, or am I
Whew.
happy where I am? Because I know the ending isn't going to be like story wise going to blow me away.
Right.
Um, I don't know. I'm going to think on it, and I'm going to sit it down for a few days, and maybe I'll go back and knock it out.
Right.
Uh, However, that being said, if you like tactics games and you like these card combat games, um, if you can get it for 15, $20, I think it's a great time killer. Like you want to sit down and play a map before you go to bed or in the afternoon. I think there's enough there that it's fun, but I hope people aren't paying 30, 40, 50, $60 for this game. That I would be not happy for.
um Josh, I went to the Steam page for the game and I found out what the acronym CARDS stands
Oh, I
for.
didn't. The one place I didn't check was Steam.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of the best acronyms ever. Okay. C stands for commander. It
Okay.
represents Valdina's leadership.
Valdana, yeah, yeah.
Okay. A stands for adventure. Represents the Clausewitz mercenary group.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. R stands for revolution. Represents innovative games and narrative.
Okay.
D stands for deck building.
Yeah,
Represents the genre and gameplay.
nailed it.
And S stands for strategy.
Strategy, yeah.
Represents the strategic elements of the entire game. So there you go. That's what CARDS stands for.
Nice.
In case you were desperately wanting to know.
I already forgot it.
That's like one of the like weirdest acronyms I've ever like. Okay, cool.
But yeah, and apparently it's on everything. I didn't when I
Yeah,
got it, I thought it was like just like a random Switch game that existed in the wild. And nope, it's on Steam and I think
it is on everything. Yep.
PS5.
$40 is the typical price. You're saying don't
Okay.
buy it for $40.
I wouldn't say buy it for 40. I think I got it for like 17, so I would
Okay,
say $20 or lower is a good grab.
gotcha. So when you have one of these games where you're like, I don't know what it is. This game isn't great, but I can't stop playing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think that is? Where do you think that comes from? Like, why is this game still holding your attention, even though you're like, yeah, I don't know if I totally recommend it.
Because, well, I mean, for this one specifically, it's just that the combat feels good. Like, I enjoy the
Mhm.
card aspect of it. And I'm just a sucker for tactics games, but I don't love all of them.
Mhm.
So this one kind of hit for me in that regard. Maybe because it's not too punishing. Like Fire Emblem, the few that I've played, tactics wise, they're just
Mhm.
crippling, like punishing. Like, you have to like couple the right two people together
Right.
to successfully do like it's just that's too much for me, and it's a bummer because like what I love about Fire Emblem was what I'm missing in this game, which is that the great characters chatting and conversation
Mhm.
between each other and the really stellar art. Like give me some of that Fire Emblem and dull down the combat for me,
Gotcha.
like the numbskull I am, and then maybe I'll enjoy it a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I do think I did have that thought though while playing it. I was like, why am I still playing this? I really did have that thought. I just, it's just enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, and had is the past tense. I had a lot of fun with it. Currently, I'm not having a lot of fun. I
Sure.
just want to get through this last fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm hitting my limit, I think, of times to try it.
Understandable. So,
Yeah.
but hey, I'm impressed that you put that much time into that game.
I was shocked to see I put that much time into it.
Awesome. Well, Josh, I am going to talk about a game that is I spent much less time in,
Hmm.
but I also think I enjoyed significantly more. And that is Neva, which was my game of the year in 2024 when it came out.
Hmm.
But at the recent PlayStation State of Play, which we'll talk about more later, they announced that there was DLC coming out, a prologue for Neva. And I, of course, being a stan for this game, was like, "Yep, I'm in. Let's go ahead and give it a shot." Uh, Nomada Studio, the developer, they also did the game, which no one knows how to say properly. I don't either. Whatever it is,
Oh yeah.
the platformer. That was their first, I think, their first game. And then, like I said, Neva was their second. And in this is an action platformer. You are a character who is um you have this dog like creature that you are kind of navigating the story with. It's the only words in the game are you as the character calling the creature. So she says Neva from time to time, but that's it. There's no other text, there's no other words, there's really nothing else in the game. Very minimalist, but very beautiful. uh it's a really minimalist platformer with some action elements. And if you do have to finish the main game in order to play the DLC. It's $3 for the DLC. It also is maybe an hour and 10 minutes long.
Hmm.
It's very short. Um, but it is more of something that I love. So I was really happy with it. It was a great excuse to kind of jump back into this world that is very unique and in both art style, sound, uh, gameplay, maybe not so much. You're jumping, you got a sword, you swing, but other than that, that's not totally unique. But this game does such a great job of creating a sense of place that it just really, I don't know why, it just really resonates with me. And when I played the original game, the full game when it came out in 2024, there were some boss encounters that I was like, these are like some of the coolest moments of the year. They tried to reproduce that at one point in this, and it's pretty good. It's not quite, doesn't hit quite as hard as the main game did, but they do a lot of really neat, cool, interesting things in this. The challenge of this prologue, though, I think, is that it tells the story of how the main character that you play as meets Neva. So that's kind of like what this prologue is. Well, in the game, when you're playing the full game, the coolest parts of the game are the times where Neva's grown up and you're able to do some really cool interactions and combat and things like this, where you are directing and working with the dog and doing like all of these things.
Yeah.
Well, this is you finding and meeting Neva for the first time as a very small little dog. Uh, so all that really cool stuff can't happen, right?
Yeah.
They do some interesting other things to try to make it unique and add some different gameplay to it. Uh, but it is a very basic platformer with a little bit of combat. But this is a game that I just really love. I encourage other people to check it out. It is not going to resonate with everyone, I think, as deeply as it did with me. But if you're looking for a short, even the main game is super short, like 4 or 5 hours. But so if you're looking for a pretty approachable, interesting tale that is moving in some meaningful ways, I think Neva is an awesome game. This prologue was a great reason to go back to it. You can buy it like as a whole package now if you want to. But I really encourage people to check it out. It's just such a cool game, and I don't think it got anywhere near the recognition I feel it deserves, because it genuinely favorite game of 2024 and not really even that close, and easily I think with time could work its way into like one of my 10 favorite games of all time.
Wow.
Just really love the game. So if you're looking for something fun, breezy, the Neva Prologue is great. You do have to, like I said, you do have to beat the whole game to play it, but I also really recommend the whole game. So check it out. It's available now. Like I said, man, $3 for DLC. Great deal. Josh,
Nice.
what is your next thing you'd like to chat about?
Well, I did look up it's Greece because it is a Spanish word. I
Oh,
did
okay.
look up how to say it. So it's Greece.
Greece. Okay.
Uh, yeah. So my next one, sure, we could talk about Xbox like, imploding. We could do that, but we don't have to do that. I figured we haven't. It's been a little bit since we talked about just games we're playing in general, and I have more than usual. Not that I'm going to talk about everything, but I just wanted to kind of check in and
Yeah.
talk about what I'm playing and see what you're playing. And I wanted to start off because I talked about cards with what's really got me back into this this RPG vibe I'm in, and that's Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined.
Wow. Okay, this was not a game I anticipated hearing you talk about.
Yeah, same. So I tried the demo. So 2 demos came out like a month ago.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Stories 3 and Dragon Quest Reimagined on the Switch 2. So I downloaded them both because they just both look so cool.
Yeah, agreed.
And Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter was Monster Hunter, so nothing really sold me on that. I thought like because it was stories, it might have been different. But I really wasn't feeling the Monster Hunter. But
Okay.
the cool thing about Dragon Quest was your progress did carry over if you decided to get the game, and I had a lot of fun playing it. And I never played Dragon Quest 7, so
Sure.
it was also something I like was a new story to me. So so I ended up picking up the full version of the game, and I am still having a great time with it. And then that's when the cards game popped up, and my intention for cards was only to try it,
Sure.
to see if I liked it, and then I was going to go back to Dragon Quest, and then I haven't gone back yet, but I'm going to go back this week. But for anyone who doesn't know, it's a whole total reimagining of the art style. It's still, from what I have understood, the game is still pretty much the same at its core. It's just reimagined as far as like the art style, which a lot of people think is goofy. I also think is goofy.
Yeah.
But it still looks great while being goofy. The bad guys look silly. They are all silly names. I think there's like a sorcerer cat that has like a name with meow in it. I can't think
Of
of it.
course,
Like,
yeah.
there's just very funny bad guys, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm really enjoying the story, and the controls feel great. Walking around in the world feels really good. It feels like the old RPGs that I was playing on the NES, but prettier. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. So it really kind of inspired me to look into other things, and I also saw I guess Dragon Quest is on my head.
Yeah.
I gotta go play it. Xenoblade Chronicles X, the
Okay.
definitive edition, the Switch 2 one. Well, the Switch version was on sale for like $20 at Best Buy, and it's only $5 for the Switch 2 upgrade.
Okay.
So I also grabbed that, and that's what I'll start to play too, because I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or X2 during the pandemic, and I really liked my time with that. So I grabbed that as well. So I'm going RPG heavy, and then I also bought Persona Tacitus on the Switch. I might say it wrong. Is it Tactus or Tacitus? I bought a Persona game. I know.
Like, it's not just Persona Tactics?
No, it's like a Persona
Tactica?
Tactica. I don't
Okay.
want to say Tacitus. And now I got Spartacus on the brain. So I got Persona 5 Tactica for $17 at Target on clearance. Um, and I reached out to Garrett and Donnie immediately said, buy it. It's great. So Tactica, yeah. So that is also on the I need to play Switch lineup.
That's so many games, Josh. And I mean, I know that for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, they tried to streamline the game quite a bit. Because I feel like the original was like 100-hour game, so I'm
Oh boy.
curious how streamlined it truly is.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know how many hours I have in on Dragon Quest. Probably not enough to get to 100 hours though.
Well, I think I think that was like the PS2 one, and then I think when they released it on the 3DS, I think they had streamlined it some, so it was like 80. Like I don't know that it was like a
Yeah,
super
I have like 10
cut.
hours in on it, so I'm a
Yeah.
ways away.
So I
But
do
that,
wonder how
yeah,
much more streamlined they made it. I wonder.
I'll have to look
So
that up.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's all. That's all like the Switch 2 lineup of things. I'm also replaying Midnight Suns on the
Mm,
Steam Deck,
yeah.
just because I guess I was really wanting that card combat. I didn't
Apparently.
play through all the DLC, so I want to go back and I didn't do the Storm DLC from
Sure.
the when I had it on Xbox. And I got all the DLC for Steam as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing that uh, on there. I'm playing Resident Evil Requiem
Yeah.
on the Xbox. I started that. I'm a few hours in on that. So far, like I'm blown away how good it looks. I haven't seen a Resident Evil game look this good ever.
And
It's just so good.
apparently on PS5 Pro, it
Hmm,
is like
I saw that.
incredible. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. That's not going to get me to buy a Pro, but.
Well, yeah. I'm not even gonna get me to buy a Pro. So
uh, yes. I did want to talk about. So I started Towerborn again.
real quick before we go into Towerborn,
Yeah.
how far are you in RE9? Because I
Not
started it
too.
as well.
Not just like 2 hours in. I think I'm back to. Oh boy, I can't even remember her name. Grace. I'm back to Grace. So
Okay.
you go. There's a quick pivot to Leon,
Yep.
and then back to Grace. So I'm
Yep.
back to Grace.
Oh, I think we're at about roughly the same place because I
Okay.
also did that, and then the cutscene, and then the first like
The first
little.
typewriter I could get my little hands on
Yeah.
is when I stopped.
Yeah. So yeah, we're probably right at about the same place. I agree. The game is super good looking.
Yeah.
I Resident Evil is this really weird thing that this was going to be originally what I was going to have us talk about at the beginning, but then we were talking about like magic and stuff, so I just went with that. But Resident Evil is this really weird series that I have played all of the mainline games
Yeah.
except I think I have only finished the first three, but I have played literally
Sure.
all of them.
Yeah.
And for the first three, I played them like I finished them when they originally came out. I have not like Resident Evil 2, like the remake, like I own it, but I've actually never played it. Same with
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
So it's just this really weird series that I'm like, I think I have access to all of the mainline games. Should I just like go play these things?
We can
Like
we can play 5 and 6 together.
we could. That's
It's
true. We very well
co-op.
could.
I haven't
But
played
yeah,
5 or 6.
okay. Because like I said, I've started them, but I didn't get very far on either one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a weird series for me that I know people who love it just absolutely love it, and I don't know, because even like with 8, like I don't know, a couple hours in, and I just always like fall, and that's what I'm actually really worried about right now is that I started playing it, I was enjoying it, but then I stopped, but I don't have like this strong desire to play more,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know what
So
you're saying.
yeah,
I think yeah. I think Resident Evil games have that to them. It's the infatuation or the interest in seeing what it's all about and then getting
right,
in and going, okay, I think I've experienced what this game has to offer, and maybe I don't have to go back.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
for
apparently,
the seven, the seven was probably the only one I started and didn't finish though. I don't have
gotcha.
the same reaction, but
Yeah,
that's my guess.
apparently this game's only like 10 hours though,
Yeah,
so
I heard it's
maybe
only
I
10
can.
hours long. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I can just finish it out. But anyway, sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks for
yeah.
going
No,
back.
no, no worries. I get too much. I'm just trying to rattle them all off. Yeah,
No, that's fine.
Towerborn. I jumped back into Towerborn because I remember, I don't know if we tried playing it together, but I saw a couple of blurbs pop up this week saying it's like a totally different game than it was.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember my experience the first time. I know I did try it. But I'll say this about Towerborn, and I'm happy it has. I thought it was going to not have co-op, and then you just have to get past a certain point, so I'll be able to play with my son.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically Absalom
Mm-hmm.
RPG.
Oh, okay.
So for people who don't know, Absalom is like a side scroller beat 'em up in a like a new style, like arcadey style,
Mm-hmm.
with uh, like I don't know, new arts. It's just a new art style for like a side scrolling beat 'em up with. Well, sorry, the roguelike part
Yeah.
is the grab. Towerborn so far is just like Absalom. It's like, or like think Castle Crashers if
Mm-hmm.
people have to imagine, or like um even Final Fight or Streets of Rage.
Sure.
Um, so this one you actually can level up your gear. You can get new weapons, new armor, new helmets, new abilities, and there's 4 character classes. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit more RPG ish. It's also like bounties you can get and things like that. So the art is cell shaded. Animation looks pretty cool. I will say that its biggest flaw right now is it has almost 0 voice acting in it. And even
Oh,
C.A.R.D.S RPG, the Misty Battlefield,
yeah.
has a lot of voice acting.
Yeah.
So it's sorely missed and very obvious that
Mm-hmm.
it is not like present. So I'll give that its strike so far, but I'm enjoying the combat. It's fun. I'm going to keep playing that one as well.
I
I
was
had a lot of winners recently, so it's been tough to like pick
yeah.
what to play.
I was surprised at so I was scrolling through my PlayStation the other day. I was surprised to see this on PlayStation.
Oh, is it? I didn't
Yeah,
know it
it's on
was.
PlayStation too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was surprised because I know it was early access before, but I had always kind of assumed that this was going to be an Xbox game. But yeah, no, it's. I mean, I think it's published by Xbox, but it's on PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
So
Microsoft Studios game.
yeah,
Uh, okay, interesting. I didn't know
yeah.
that. Cool.
But hey, it's okay because they're going back to exclusives, right? I will say, I did. I thought
No.
maybe we had played this game. I couldn't remember, but then I do know I was thinking of 33 Immortals and
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
Towerborn.
Yep.
But I
I
think we
also,
maybe
yeah.
played like one night of it. I think
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't, it came out, it was like announced the same time as 33 Immortals. So I
Yeah.
know, like, yeah. Um, there's a game that we played together that I want to talk about, but after we played that, I also played Starship Troopers Big Bug Escape. I don't know what it's called.
If it's not called that, it should be. Now I need to look. Okay, continue
um,
talking about it.
so as Starship Troopers, the new one, the demo's out, it's part of Steam Next Fest. This is their attempt to kind of retake some of the Helldivers hype, and it's very obvious in this game. But it is what I didn't know about it is it's a single player game. It is like Warhammer Bolt Gun. It's Doom art, and it's a first person shooter. So it's pixelated first person shooter.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the.
Yeah, and it has maps like Helldivers where you have to get 2 points on the map
Uh huh.
to defend bases or things. It also has you don't have to do the button presses, but it has like orbital drops or
Okay.
mech drops, and it was just so much fun, Kyle. I gotta tell you, it really captured the. It has like some really like cheesy like full motion video openings, just like the movie does.
Uh huh.
Um, but some of the funniest parts is like there's like just full on friendly fire, just like in the movie.
Oh.
So like there's just times you're just accidentally mowing down entire troops who are just like screaming and like praise and like
Right.
killing bugs, and it can be very overwhelming, but the map, there's only one map that's open when you play the
Mm-hmm.
demo, and it was just I played the whole thing. I had such a fun time doing it. It was great. It was a ton of fun.
Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War.
Yeah, Ultimate Bug War. It did. Yeah, it was a little rough at first because they had all the bugs coming in out of the water in the ocean, and it was like really like rough looking. I was like, oh no, this game's gonna be
Yeah,
terrible. But the second I got into it, it was awesome. I didn't care.
gotcha.
Had a
And
ton
that
of
comes
fun
out
with
pretty
it.
quick. It comes out in a couple weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and I will be getting that. That was great. Um, and then yeah, before that we were playing John Carpenter's Toxic Commando demo, which is on Steam Next Fest right now. And
Also comes out in a couple weeks.
yeah, yeah, and I had played that on my Steam Deck like a week ago, and I
Hmm.
was like, let's see if this will even run on the Steam Deck, and it like ran really good, and I was shocked,
Yeah.
and then I was shocked at how much I enjoyed playing this game. So I reached out to Kyle in our game group, and I was like, hey, we should play on PC, and I downloaded it. Minus like the load times weren't as bad on the Steam Deck as they were on my computer for some reason.
I wonder if it's because we were actually playing multiplayer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know this game either, it's you got to think Left 4 Dead meets World
Hmm.
War Z,
Yeah.
meets Back 4 Blood, and really it's Left 4 Dead borrowing the zombie crawling mechanics, the zombie pyramiding mechanics from World War Z.
Hmm.
But what makes this a little bit more unique than those games is it has more to do. Again, I keep using Helldivers as a comparison, but I do feel like the Helldivers map is probably more relatable to people gaming now to some degree, where you have your waypoint and you have all these objectives in between that you can do, but you don't have to do. They're optional.
Hmm.
And I was very surprised to see that this game wasn't just a run to waypoint A, fight off zombies, run to
Hmm.
waypoint B. There's a lot more if you want it to be, and if you don't
Yeah.
want it to be, just run to the waypoints, and you can
Yep.
push through that. But it does also add special powers to your characters. You get one like super ability, which could be a game changer if used at the right time.
Yeah.
Uh, and if used at the wrong time, it can destroy your truck, and then you won't have a truck. But I don't know what your thoughts are. Well, I do know what your thoughts are on it, but if you want to share with people what you thought about that, I would
Yeah.
love to hear it.
Same. So this is a Saber game and Focus Home. So same. I think it's the same group that made, or similar group that made Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2,
Oh, okay.
which, absolutely that game was way more fun than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
And I feel exactly the same about this game. It is way more fun than it should be. Like,
Yeah.
it is such a good time just jumping in there, especially with other people, killing some zombies. Like, it's hard, but it's not so hard that you feel like you're like, it's hard enough where you're like, okay, I gotta actually kind of think a little bit about what I'm doing, but you're still probably gonna be successful, at least for the one stage or like one level that we were able to play in the demo. But it's just yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like, the level up systems and stuff are very deep. So I do like, because you're both leveling up like your abilities, then there's 4 unique characters, and then you're like leveling up each of their abilities when you play them. So you're leveling them up, but then you're also leveling up your guns and like all these things. So the amount of time I feel like you could sink into this game is pretty significant. The game is trying to be funny. I don't know that it always works.
No.
Uh, the story's a little, it's the story. It's there. I watched the cutscenes once. I probably would not rewatch them per se. But yeah, I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised by how much fun I had with this game. I remember when it was first shown off, I was like, what? I kind of was like, well, whatever, that's fine. I didn't really think much of it. But it's a good time, and it is a
Yeah.
game now that I'm anticipating playing more. Like, it was not on my list to pick up. It is definitely on my list to pick up now. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. Good. Wow. Good. I will pick that up for us. I also played 3 board games. Like,
What,
it's
Josh?
weird.
What's been going on?
I don't know. I can't explain it. Uh, I played Cats Knocking Things Off Shelves, uh, which is a dexterity game where you use tweezers to pick up pieces and cat paw to push things off of shelves. It's fine. It's not great. I was kind of over it when we were done.
Yeah.
with the first game. So I'm not going to go into too much on that. But if you know me and you live near me, you can play it at my house. That's fine with me. I'll give it to you. You can keep it. I played a game called Abduction, or which uses little miniature duck toy
Oh, okay.
pieces,
Sure. Yeah.
and it's about ducks getting abducted by a UFO, and you have each player has a board which is a little like a river, and it's full of ducks, and you get these objective cards in the middle of the table, which are patterns that ducks are in, and you have to
Hmm.
get your ducks to match those patterns by playing cards that alter your river and your flow of your, it's not a river, pond or whatever. That was fun. I had a lot of fun, and we played with my son. And it would, if you have kids, it's one of the Mensa select games
Hmm.
as well. I got it as a gift from two of my friends, and we had a lot of fun with that one. So that was fun.
Awesome.
And last one I played Lord of the Rings Duel. Finally,
Ah, nice.
yes, I got together with my buddy Joe. We played two games of Lord of the Rings Duel, and yeah, I had a ton of fun. It's I lost both games, but it was close.
Hmm.
Um, if anyone's played Seven Wonders Duel, it has similarities. It's made by the same people. What does change is the military cards are played differently, as they're
Yeah.
used as um, they're used as uh, part of the game, where you have a map where you have armies battling each other. The science cards work different. They're not science cards. They're just green cards with icons.
Hmm.
Um, and the blue cards work differently for the Nazgul track, where the Nazguls are chasing the hobbits.
Yeah.
And when you play the blue cards, I did try my second game, was my strategy was all blue, try to
Mm.
catch those little hobbits before they got to the end, and I did
Hmm.
not win. I was overpowered on the battlefield.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun. I will talk more about that. I want to play a couple more games with I haven't played with my wife yet. So,
Hmm.
uh, but if you like Lord of the Rings Duel, sorry, if you like Seven Wonders Duel, or you like Lord of the Rings in general, I think it's a pretty easy recommendation.
Yeah.
It's not very hard to learn.
No, it's not. It is, curiously enough, like, it feels like Seven Wonders Duel, but it also doesn't, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's different enough that you're like, oh, okay, I can see the where the bones are the same. But I think they did a really nice job of kind of tweaking some of the things to make it like feel Lord of the Ringsy.
yeah, I agree,
So,
definitely.
just really briefly, then I'll tack on to a
Yeah.
couple things that I've been playing. Actually went back and started playing Avowed again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
On
I
the
don't know.
PlayStation.
Yeah, on the PlayStation.
You butthead.
Well, so here was the thing: is I had because I changed my level of Game Pass subscription.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh well, I'll just pick it up on PlayStation then. But then they added it to the level I have, like when it came out on PlayStation. So
yeah,
I was like, well, okay, here we go. Um, but I don't really know why I was playing it again. I just kind of wanted to. I'm about as far as I was when I was playing it before. So it's not like I've made like significant progress, but yeah, I've been playing Avowed. So I've been doing that, and I played Neva. What else did I play recently? Now I have to look. While I'm looking this up, on the
yeah.
tabletop, we've been playing a lot of Bomb Busters again. So we busted that
Okay.
out because it has like, I think it's 60 scenarios in the box, as far as like different like different like rules guidelines to set up with it. And I
Yeah.
think we're now through the first 20 of them.
Oh wow.
So still a lot of work to do to kind of get through all 60 of those, and kind of in some ways I'm like, man, that's so many different scenarios and ways to do things.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, so that's kind of what we've been playing on the tabletop. Oh, the other thing I've been playing is Cairn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I did try that, and then I deleted it pretty quickly.
I figured that might not be a Josh game, but I'm really enjoying it. I basically will, maybe like every other night or so, play for like 20 minutes or a half hour. I just kind of climb like to the next like stop, and I just stop camping and call it a night. So it has definitely been very slow for me as far as
Yeah.
my progress through that game. But I'm really enjoying it. And then actually on my Steam Deck, I'm playing a ton of Ball Pit. It
Yay.
just it got, I don't know what it was this time, but it really got its claws in me now.
I
So
already
I'm playing it.
finished the new characters.
You have to finish the new characters?
I already finished them.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I finished
Yeah,
them
it
like a
just
month ago.
yeah, it just got its claws in me. So I've been playing ball pit, and now I like right before we recorded tonight, I was like completely rearranging like my little base area because
Yes,
I'm like,
yes,
oh, I got
yes.
to be able to. I know I can do this better. So I was like totally rearranging it. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, well, I
Yeah.
guess I'm in. So yeah, so I've been playing quite a bit of ball pit there. But
Nice.
all right, Josh, the other thing I was going to talk about, we don't have to talk about this for too long because I talked about it on PSVG as well this last week. But hey, PlayStation, they shut down Bluepoint Games,
Mm.
the makers of Demon Souls and Shadow of the Colossus. Off, I feel like often we're kind of like angry about Xbox on here, so I was like, well, let's be angry at PlayStation for once, I guess. Um, but yeah, so they announced that the roughly 70 employees at Bluepoint will lose their jobs when they shut the studio down in March. What is kind of interesting about Bluepoint is that they released Demon Souls, the Demon Souls remake when PS5 came out.
Yeah.
They were then acquired after that, and they have not released a game since then.
Mm.
They did help quite a bit apparently with God of War Ragnarok. So they did a reasonable amount of work on that game, but they themselves will have technically never released a game after they were acquired. Lots of reports recently about things that they had pitched or were trying to work on. The biggest thing being that they had pitched doing a Bloodborne remake, and
Yeah.
Sony said yes, but From Software said no.
Which is insane.
Which is yeah. So, but apparently they had pitched things like a Jack and Daxter remake, like trilogy remake. They had pitched Resistance. There was a few things that they had kind of thrown out as options. Apparently, they wanted to remake their Shadow of the Colossus remake, which just seems like
Just
I'm
do a
kind of
new
shocked that
one.
didn't happen because that seems like the most PlayStation thing ever to do. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
like so I'm kind of surprised
PS5
that
Pro
didn't happen.
version of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just in a time when I get that like times are tough financially, but PlayStation also is like been making money hand over fist. Like every
Yeah.
quarter we talk about how it's like their best quarter ever, blah blah blah. They're crushing it as far as the quote unquote console wars go, right? Their output from their studios has not been amazing this generation. They absolutely bungled this whole games as service thing, and as a result they've shut down a ton of studios. Their acquisitions that they did since this whole arms race of studio acquisitions started have for the most part been a complete flop. Like
Yeah.
nothing really of positive substance has come from that. Now there could be in the future, we'll have to wait and see, but for the things that we've seen so far, nothing really has worked for them. um and it just is kind of curious that you can see a company who, from people who play games a lot, like perspective, seems like they're just messing everything up, but yet they're like failing forward
They're doing
constantly. And
fine
I
though. Yeah.
yeah, I just don't really understand it. Like I don't understand how they're just like continually seemingly failing forward. But Josh, what were your thoughts when you heard that Bluepoint was shut down? Anything you'd like to add? um yeah, what do you think?
Yeah. No. Well, you never like to see it, but I know that obviously the running joke is that Bluepoint Games doesn't really put out games like, and it's too bad. And maybe that's case in point. Also, it's easy for them to say all the games that fans wanted to get made were gonna be pitched and made,
Right.
or they tried to. Like, it's.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that I don't believe them, but like that's like what you want to tell people when you're on your way out. Like, we were
Right.
gonna do all these awesome things.
Yeah,
It would have been great if those things happened, and
it would have been.
it's too bad. Well, I mean, yeah, it's too bad the way that things went for them, and not really
Hmm.
knowing what was, if we'll ever see anything that they were working on, if anyone will ever pick it up,
Right.
where these people can end up.
Yeah.
All that stuff is the bad stuff. Like, it's just really too bad. Um, so yeah, that's just a bummer. I hope those people find good jobs, because I know it's tough right now, especially in the gaming industry.
Yeah, it just has been so rough lately, and it's just, yeah, so disappointing. And I understand that, a company like PlayStation doesn't want to make, $1 million. They want to make tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. But just seems like they could have, even if, and not that I wanted this to happen either, but even if they cut the studio size in half and had them like like redo the Infamous trilogy, redo the Resist, like I feel like they could have easily made enough money to like kind of keep the studio going and really created a more robust experience, like a more robust library for the PlayStation 5 that focused on like the legacy of PlayStation.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean, like that's the thing. Like they're talking about how like they were like working on a live service God of War game. Like,
yep.
I this is the part that I don't understand is like just coming from a Horizon Zero Dawn fanboy. Like
Yeah.
those studios are going to get closed the minute those games come out because nobody's asking for those.
Yeah.
And why do they think that this is like what people want? Sure, am I going to try to play them because I want more Horizon? Yeah, but
Right.
I'm also a Horizon fan, which means I know
Mm-hmm.
that there's so many Sony fans that don't like Horizon,
Yeah.
that really despise it, and they don't think it represents the brand. So what are you doing putting out 2 full extra games
Yeah.
into your whatever you want to call it? You're like, I don't know what they're doing either, and if I think I think if what Bluepoint is saying was that they were looking into doing, like that's the stuff that people want. The people,
Yeah.
I know that they're remasters and remakes, and that they're popular for a reason. Like
Right.
we want to play these awesome stories again, and there's people
Yeah.
willing to pay the money to experience it in high definition in a new look. It's like that. It's like how you can release The Mummy Returns in a month in
Yeah.
theaters in HD because people want that.
Yeah.
Like give people what they want, and you're still making money.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it, but I
Well,
mean, I come
and
from as an Xbox fanboy, I can't really sit on my throne and cast stones at Sony though.
well, I think you can though, because you're a consumer still. But what I just don't understand is, I have gone back and they've been releasing uh, games and like on the highest level of PlayStation Plus, Premium, whatever it is. Where they are like PS1, PS2 games, and even and you go back and try to play some of
Well,
those. Like
you can't.
I remember like playing like even like I think it was one of the PS3 Resistance games, and I was like, I just redo this and like update the controls even. Like you could like
Right.
leave the visuals looking like crap, but like these controls are in like just so frustrating. like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fix them, Even if they did stuff like that, like I would pay money because I'm a sucker. But man, I don't know. I don't get paid the big bucks to make bad decisions at PlayStation. But apparently you can make a lot of money and work there for a long time by making really bad decisions. So
Yeah.
nice job, Herman and team.
The rich get richer.
Yeah, or you leave, depending.
Yeah.
Uh, so, all right, Josh. Anything else you want to talk about before we dive into this state of play that happened a couple weeks ago?
No, sir.
All right. So, PlayStation did their, what has become annual February state of play. This was their longest state of play that they've done, other than when they revealed like the PlayStation 5 stuff. So it was a big, beefy state of play. I the fact that they called this a state of play makes me believe that PlayStation showcases are never happening
They're
again.
dead.
Yeah, I can't imagine, because I know we disagree on this, but I thought overall this was a pretty solid state of play. It was a little long.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know I'm kind of a broken record about these things, that even an hour of things I'm interested in is a long time.
Yeah.
But Josh, A, did you watch the state of play? B, what were your reactions to it?
I did watch it. Yes. Oh, that's right. We talked about it
We
while
talked
playing
about it, yeah,
Arc
but we haven't talked
Raiders.
about it on the podcast. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. We were playing Arc Raiders and talked about it. I thought
Yep.
it was fine. I didn't love it. Well, no, I didn't think it was fine. I thought it was bad. Um, I want to stick to my guns. I thought it was bad. I think when we talked, some of the things that I did enjoy was the more I see about 007, the more I am interested
Yeah.
in playing it. So it really that really had me excited to see
Hmm.
more. I will say, with the exception of the new one I just saw, the Lenny Kravitz heavy one, I
Oh
kind
yeah,
of stopped watching because it looked like it maybe was too much story reveal.
sure, yeah, I
So
can
I
appreciate
stopped
that.
watching that. And then, well, I mean, I'll say it because we're talking about it. I am worried about Control, Resonant. I
Yeah,
didn't like too much of what we saw,
yeah,
um, and I'm hoping that that changes over time,
yeah.
and it might. I just, yeah, I don't know. It just didn't hit for me, but it
Hmm.
could have been at the time I saw it in the state of play. Um,
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, I for me, Control Resonant really resonated, because it is
Ugh.
a style of gameplay like I love. It really did look like a character action game in a lot of ways, right? And
Yeah,
that's something that I love. I think those are great, and I know that's not something that you are as excited about or as into. I think this change of protagonist is a curious change to me. Um, and I'm wondering from a story perspective why this was necessary a little bit, and
right.
maybe it's just the direction they wanted to go. But I am very curious to see the why behind all of this is as to why this is what we're doing. But I'm still really looking forward to it. I thought it looked great. It solidified for me as making kind of Control one of my most anticipated games of the year. So
Good. I'm happy that it's getting attention. So regardless of my feelings on what we saw, oh boy, I'm trying to like I'm searching for I the trailer we saw for Galactic Racer. Um, I kind of like. I like that it
hmm,
has like some idea of a story,
yeah,
and it's not just pod racing. So I
right,
think that that's cool. I think that could be good.
hmm,
Um, I'm curious to see what John Wick is more
sure,
than John Wick. Like, what kind of gameplay are we getting?
right. There
Um,
was that just really brief part at the end that was actual gameplay, but it was cut so quick. It's like, how does this like
yeah, let me
all
look.
connect, right? Like through a actual
Oh,
gameplay, like how what's a like more than
it
what's
looks like
like 3 minutes of this game
Sifu-ish.
in action uncut look like?
Yeah, Sifu-ish. It looks like. So if it's
Yeah,
like
a little bit.
Sifu, I'll be happy with that. Because that's basically. Um, yeah, and kind of everything else. Some of it we've seen before. Um, as a fighting game fan, Dead or Alive 6 speaking of cash grabs, trying to play trying to play any Dead or Alive, the past 3 Dead or Alive games, it's impossible to play for under $200. It's
Yeah,
insane. I don't know why they ruined my Dead or Alive franchise. I used to love Dead or Alive.
I have no
Minus the
doubts you
reasons
did,
that most
Josh.
people like it for. I didn't say Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. I also love Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. That is for different reasons. Um, but yeah, otherwise, I thought it was long, and it was a lot of the stuff I saw either didn't look good,
Hmm.
or we've seen before, or I was bored by, and that's pretty much like the JRPG stuff, the bored by stuff. I know I am a walking contradiction. I
I
understand.
was like, you're just all in so many
I can't
games.
control that. I can't control that. That's my brain is messed up.
No, that's fine. We all are like that. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, and then
Um,
and talking Fighting Souls, I got destroyed playing that
oh
beta.
my gosh, I got my butt handed to
So
me when I played in
I
in
don't
the
know
thing.
that I have any joy left in my body for that game. I'll still get it because it was fun. I enjoyed the
Yeah.
combat, but I don't know that I'll be able to play online.
Yeah. Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah. Sorry, I don't wanna overpower this with my like
No.
mediocre takes on stuff from it.
No. They're not mediocre at all. If you're just sharing how you feel, and that's great.
Yeah.
Uh I think that I don't want to. I think four loop looks DOA to me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
cannot imagine that this game is going to be successful. I hope
Yeah.
I'm wrong. I hope it's amazing, but it just doesn't look good. Um.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
You know what it
Yeah.
reminds me of? The game, The Surge or The Surge 2.
Oh yeah.
Remember those games?
Yeah. 100%.
Reminds
Yeah.
me of that.
Yeah. So yeah, the game just looks off to me. I am, it's been in a couple things as of late. So obviously everybody wants to, be like, hey, guess what? Um, we have the Pokemon game makers
Oh,
games on our consoles too.
yeah,
Still think Beast of Reincarnation looks really cool.
I agree.
I, everyone, like I said, said this about Xbox last month. PlayStation also is like, no, Game Freak, they make games that come on our console too. But I kind of am, to slightly back up and also make me, a walking contradiction. I am slightly getting exhausted by games with swords,
Yeah.
as I then I'll talk about how cool Control Resonant looked. Um, but Beast of Reincarnation, so that's my one small worry about Beast of Reincarnation, but because there's just so many swords lately, and there's a lot of swords in that game. But the combat looks like, especially in the Xbox Developer Direct, like it looks pretty unique. It's not just a standard like go slash stuff 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it I am surprised by how much I'm interested in this game, because when it was first announced, I was like, most of Game Freak's now Pokemon games aren't very good, so I can't imagine this is going to be very good either. But darn it, if it doesn't keep looking kind of neat to me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I will say I did feel like a really big fake gamer, because I was like, Brigadine Abyss. I have no idea what that was. That Brigadine is not a series I knew at all, so I was like, cool, glad somebody's happy for that.
Oh, wait, is it Tactics? Did I just see Tactics on the screen? Oh, it's Tactics. Kyle.
Now Josh was back in.
I might be in.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I don't know. I was really excited about the new Castlevania, not because I'm a big Castlevania person. I'm not. I think I just don't have any particular affection for Castlevania, but I really
Yeah.
like Motion Twin. So interested to see kind of how they put that together. Um, I thought Crimson Moon was super interesting looking. That's like co-op gothic angels and demons thing. Again, more swords, right? More
Yeah.
cutting stuff with swords. But I don't know, a co-op kind of game like that I think could be neat. I am not 100% in on it, but I am cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. It just looks like it's gonna be soulsy. Like it just looks like you're gonna have to dodge 100 times to do one sword slash on a boss and then wait an hour.
I was hoping it was going to be more like Darksiders-y.
Yeah, yeah, I was hoping so too.
But
It
maybe
might
so we'll have to
be.
wait and see, I guess. But yeah. Darwin's Paradox, I don't have much to say about Dead or Alive, whatever. You talked about that. Death Stranding 2 on the beach, EA for PC people. Uh
Go ahead.
God of War Trilogy Remake.
Uh-huh.
Look, we were talking about something that Bluepoint could be working on instead of like the quote unquote main studio.
Yeah.
Seems like a great option for Bluepoint to make this game rather than Santa Monica. Also, when is this game coming out? Is this a launch game for the PS6? Like, what are we talking about here? They said it's early in development. Like, so much so that we don't even get like a screenshot.
Yeah.
We get kind of a logo. We get like a minute trailer that's a logo being built basically.
Yeah.
Uh, but hey, they gave us Sons of Sparta to play, so there's that. Oh, I am playing that. It's fine.
I saw you got it, so I downloaded it. I
Yeah,
did
it's
mean
fine.
speaking of, I did want to add I don't know why. You say Crimson Moon, it said you hoped it was like Darksiders. I did want to add I I did start playing Darksiders Genesis
Oh,
out of obligation.
yeah. Okay.
Because now I have the board game,
Yeah,
which at
yeah,
least I
yeah,
can say I have that.
yeah. Yeah, this God of War trilogy remake though, I really do wonder, because it is remake,
Yeah.
so I do wonder how, like, what that means, how much is going to be
I mean,
remade.
it could be incredible.
It could be, it absolutely could be. I mean, the Greek God of War trilogy is great. It's a fun
Yeah.
game, or fun games, So, yay! I just, man, is this really what Santa Monica needs to be working on?
No.
Um, I am excited about Ghost of Yotei Legends.
Yeah, same.
Legends was great in Tsushima, so definitely looking forward to this when it comes out here in a few weeks on March 10th. We talked about John Wick.
Yeah.
Cadence Scars of Cosmora. Man, Ember Lab can make pretty games. Holy goodness, does that game look pretty?
Yeah, it looks really, really beautiful.
That first game was real hard. I'm excited to play this one. We'll see how good it is. It looks like they're trying, right? Like
Yeah,
this definitely seems like after the first game, it was like, okay, I really want to see them take another stab and see what they can do and like take all their learnings. And I mean, this looks like a bigger, bolder version of Kana. I just hope it plays better and bolder, you know?
yeah.
So Legacy Kane, whatever, Marathon, whatever. I yeah, Marathon. Marvel, we talked about. Josh, now, how are you not excited about Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker being on console, PC, all this good stuff, right? Like, because Metal Gear Solid 4 has been stuck on PS3, hasn't it?
uh,
Wasn't it a PS3 exclusive?
was it? Maybe it was. I thought it was on PS4, but maybe it was PS3.
I think it was a PS3 exclusive. I think, as not the Metal Gear guy.
Well, I know
So
it wasn't on other consoles. I do
yeah,
know that.
so I do think it's been kind of stuck. Aren't you excited about buying these two games?
No, and I think we talked about it. Also,
Yeah.
and now I'm looking up to see what Metal Gear Solid 4 was on, but um, I think it's on PC. No, PS3, PS3, PS3.
Yeah, I think this is the first time it'll venture forth outside of that.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 is phenomenal. It's such a good game. I love it. I think what I told you when we were playing is like Metal Gear Solid Delta kind of ruins my nostalgia
Yeah.
for Metal Gear in a big way, and I'm really bummed out about that. um, so even if these are great, listen, if people can go play them and they haven't experienced these games before, great. I really do want that for people.
Hmm.
I just don't think I can do it. Um, uh, I I don't know that Metal Gear Solid 3 is in my top 5 anymore. Like
Wow.
I think Delta ruined it for me. And it's
Okay.
not their fault. Like they did a great job at putting that game out. I just
Yeah.
really wish they changed a little bit of
Gotcha. Okay.
it.
Okay.
Like they took my rose tinted glasses off and then they stomped on the ground so many times.
And you're like, wait, is this what it's always been like? No.
I'm like,
No.
this is people always knew these games were like this. No, it just like Kojima's it doesn't seem like Kojima's brand of Kojima. It's not timeless. It kind
Right.
of it's very political and it doesn't always it doesn't it overstays its welcome
Hmm.
for me, and I'm really sad about that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna avoid that with a 100-foot pole.
Okay.
Because I remember Metal Gear Solid 4 being so awesome.
Okay. You don't want that tainted. All right. Metal Gear Solid 4. Awesome. No need to revisit
Yeah,
it. Mina the Hollower, which is supposed to have been come out for like the last 3 years, as Yacht Club tries
yeah,
to finish up their sequel or their follow up, I should say, to Shovel Knight. Neva, which we talked about, they talked about some PlayStation Plus game catalog stuff. Josh, what are your thoughts on Pragmata? Are you in on Pragmata or are you out on Pragmata?
I'm so out. I have
Oh,
it's
okay.
yeah, and I didn't even try the demo.
I was gonna ask if you had.
No, 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 no. You're gonna give me an escort mission of the game. I'm not playing it. I'm not interested. Minus that, I watched a little bit of the combat. It's just not my style of game, which is fine. Um, I'm just not interested. Now, maybe we'll have a conversation in 8 months where I've talked to people and they've convinced me it's great and I try the demo and I love it. I'm not saying that
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't like it. I just have no interest in it where it stands. And
Gotcha.
I do know that this direct does at least reveal the girl is a robot and not a girl. So I feel
Yeah.
a little bit better about that. But I feel like it seems like it's going to be super annoying.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I can't decide what I feel about this game. I mean, the fact that it comes out in April is kind of mind-boggling to me. But
Yeah,
there's going to be something else I'm going to be playing in April. So,
yeah.
uh, Project Windless, Josh. Do you want to be a big chicken?
No, thank you.
I'll be okay. So I have been searching back on the Xbox
I've
360.
been searching for a big chicken game forever.
Well, kind of. Back on the Xbox 360, there was a game that I absolutely loved, which I don't. It was not a good game, but I adored it, and that
Go
was
on.
99 Nights.
I love 99 Nights
Right?
so much.
And I've been looking for something to scratch that itch, and the Dynasty Warrior games do not.
No,
They are
totally
not.
different kind of game. Yeah.
Yeah, totally different. Yes, a bazillion enemies, but the games feel so different. When I saw this, I was like, is this the game that is going to like give me the same feeling that 99 Nights did?
Yeah, you'll have to let me know.
Uh,
Yes,
so
because
yeah.
that
Well,
game and then Kingdom Under Fire, 99 Nights
mm,
and Kingdom Under Fire,
yeah,
both games that were very much like Dynasty Warriors, but really captured it in a different way.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so Project Windless, we'll see. Rayman 30th anniversary, that's neat. Resident
Yeah,
Evil Requiem, which we've already talked about. That man, that RE Engine does some work. Then there was like the Konami block of Rev Noir. We had some sad rainy stuff with Death Stranding. Now we have light rainy stuff with Rev Noir, a new JRPG. I'm assuming you have no reaction to that.
correct.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Is it tactics? 1 second. Let me
It is
flip
not
it.
tactics. I think it's a action RPG. I believe.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
heck no.
JRPG, but action. I think.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
all
it was
right.
it.
Combat looks interesting.
Yeah,
You
like it
know,
looks.
all I have to do is talk to you to come around on the PlayStation State of Plays.
Yeah, it's and this who knows when this game's coming out. I mean, this was the first like reveal of it, so who knows like how far that game is in.
Yeah, it's not part of the Hoyoverse, is it? Because then I'm out.
No, it's not. This is a Konami game. I kind of thought I think it is them trying to get their piece of the
Yeah, it looks
Hoyo
like it. Yeah.
universe. Yeah. Um and these are just in alphabetical order, so I shouldn't even said the Konami block. C.A.R.D.S comes out April 30th. This game still looks incredible to me. I'm still really excited about
Yes.
C.A.R.D.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Actually, I want to see less of it.
I know I'm probably not gonna watch anything else about it.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything else. And then Silent Hill Townfall, Josh.
I think I'm done
Uh,
with Silent Hill too.
this game, when I saw it start up, I'm like, I feel like this looks like I know that Konami said they want to do more like a Silent Hill a year basically for a while here. So I was like, this looks like a Silent Hill. I actually thought this was a really kind of unique, this like portable like CRT TV device thing that like I thought
Yeah.
looked kind of neat. I really struggle with horror games like for like Resident Evil 9, like I would just wish I could be Leon the whole time and like kill
So you're not
zombies
so
and not have to
scared.
be all scary, you know? But I don't know. The Silent Hill 2 remake was pretty good.
Yeah.
I keep looking at Silent Hill F because it's on sale all the time, and that's supposed to be pretty cool. I don't know. I appreciate that they're using like Silent Hill as a way to explore different types of horror. Like I think
Yeah.
that's neat.
I agree. I mean, I'll give him at least like it is intriguing that they got Annapurna involved.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but we'll
So,
see.
and then we talked about Star Wars Galactic Racer, and then Yako Shinobi Ops.
By
I
the
mean,
makers of C.A.R.D.S.
yeah, right.
RPG.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's by
there you go.
Acquire.
So it's the game looked pretty rough.
Yeah, it looks
But
really
I
bad.
will say, here's the positive I'll say. It seemed pretty unique as far as like a type of game. I don't know that there's a lot of games like what they were trying to do here, so that's neat. Like it's something different.
Yeah, it looks like
Uh,
Shadow Tactics on the
yeah,
PC. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know that I'm super in, but that's kind of neat. So overall, like I said, for me, I felt like it was a pretty solid state of play because there's a ton of stuff in here that I'm interested in playing. Um, but Josh,
I'm back up. I'm back up a little bit.
a little
I'm to
bit.
mid now. I'm like,
Okay,
wait, I
mid.
did like a lot of what I saw.
Yeah, and like I said, I think well, this was always hard with all of these. It's like, hey, that was a good showing for that thing. That the game still might suck. Who knows? Like
Yeah,
we'll have
yeah,
to
yeah.
wait and see. So, um, if you had to pick one of the games that were shown, Josh, that you could
Ooh.
like go play right after this podcast, what would you pick?
Oh, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. You know, I think maybe out of sheer curiosity it would be John Wick.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
My answer is
Because
probably really not that cool. Because it's actually a game I'm really looking forward to anyway, and it comes out not that long. But actually, for me, it'd probably be 007.
yeah, no, listen, that would be my second choice.
And mostly because I want to know, like I said, like the showing was good, but am
Yeah.
I actually gonna like playing it?
What is this game? It
Yeah,
has
and
to
I and
be
that's the part
different
I
than
don't know.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Josh, anything else you want to chat about, or should we wrap the show up?
We can wrap it up. I'm okay with that.
Awesome. Well, hey, we'll move on to our little post game celebration here and recommend something for our listeners to check out outside of games. Josh, what's your recommendation?
I want to do a twofold.
Do it.
The first one is Scrubs. Scrubs is back, and Scrubs is the same, which is great news for fans of Scrubs. 2 episodes are out so far, but I was a little worried because of the reboot thing. Well, it's not really a reboot, but the revisitings, these like these studios put these shows out as like a okay, stop asking us, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be like a one-off, or they change it totally. Um, and if you like, with Kyle's experience watching Scrubs for the first time last
Yeah.
year, Kyle saw what happened when Scrubs did try to come back,
That was so
and
bad. Season 9 is so trash. My
yeah,
gosh.
it's pretty mostly bad. There's some redeemable things, but not too much. Um, and I think Scrubs comes out swinging. It really feels exactly like the original
Awesome.
seasons, and it's not too forced as to how it all happens. There's a little like it is a rough transition between episode 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm like, wait a second, well, the end of 1 didn't set up how 2 starts. What did I miss?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's a cuts made or an
Ah,
episode
sure.
got moved around or something, but um, they do a great job, and it really focuses on them facing their burned outness, their age,
Mm-hmm.
their statuses on where they all are in their lives. So
Yeah.
I really loved it, and the humor is right on point. So I'm thrilled about that. But I'll tell you something that has brought me so much joy recently, um, is family centered. So the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer came out like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah. Super Bowl, right?
A couple versions of it, but the
Yeah.
real trailer came out. And my son saw it, and he was really interested in it. He's really into Star Wars and Pokemon right now. So some days one wins over the other. So I
Mm-hmm.
told him, I was like, hey, that's coming out to the theater soon. I think you're old enough to watch The Mandalorian now.
Oh, okay.
He's turning 9 on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he's already watched all the Ghostbusters. He's watched Twisters and Twister, and he's watched the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things, and he watches like a ton of stuff, and he handles it well. So I assumed it wouldn't be too bad, and it's not. But this is what has been bringing me so much joy is like we sit down, we turn all the lights off, and we put on, because it's so dark. It's like watching Game of Thrones finale all over again,
Oh gosh,
but
that was such
every
a nightmare.
episode.
Yeah.
um, so like I like breathe a sigh of relief when they're on like Tatooine in the daytime. I'm like,
I
oh,
can
good.
see things.
I can tell him what's happening. But he's glued. He loves it,
That's
and
great.
it's such a good rewatch. I'm really
Mm.
enjoying the rewatch. It's just like season 1. Today we stopped at the part 2 finale.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll finish that probably tomorrow night or something. It's just so well done. Season 1 is just like a perfect season of like this awesome action Western sci-fi
Yeah.
show. So that's been a great thing for me to go through with him. But for people who are curious, either if they've never watched it or if they want to see the movie, it's a great time for a rewatch of The Mandalorian and
Mm.
some of Book of Boba Fett. Just Google the episodes.
So how excited then are you/he for Winds and Waves, the new Pokemon game for
We
2027?
did watch that. He was very excited. Like it's 2027. It's like, that might as well be 2029. I don't
Yeah.
like, when will that come out? But yeah, of course, him and my wife are both, just like everyone, interested in the gecko.
Yeah.
And all the other ones look stupid.
I don't know if the internet agrees with you, Josh, but that's that. I appreciate your perspective.
No, I know. I don't know that anyone's gonna beat Quaxley, the Donald Trump duck. Donald Trump duck.
Yeah.
Like,
that is very true. That's
who,
very true.
Who are you gonna get next?
All right. My recommendation, kind of two, but one really. So I have a whole bunch of coworkers who watched His and Hers on Netflix. Did you watch that, Josh?
It's on my list, and I do have coworkers who watched it as well.
Yeah, so I had a whole bunch of coworkers who watched it. And they're like, "This is the best thing ever." 6 episodes, murder mystery, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
Josh
Tessa Thompson, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I watched it all.
Oh, okay. And here comes.
Well, here's the fascinating thing about it. When it was done, I went to one of my coworkers and like, I don't want to say
punched him in the face
for like a half an hour of like all of my problems with the show, of all the things I didn't like. But I was like, but you know what? I did watch it all. So like, I'm like, I don't know like what that means, right? Like, I was very annoyed at a number of things in the show. But I watched the whole thing. So that's what I'll say.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's really a recommendation or not.
Give me a counter recommendation. Give me something that is in the same genre or the like that would be a better time for people to spend.
I'd have to think about that because it really is it is a murder mystery.
Yeah.
At the way the show starts, they find a body right at the beginning of the show, and who done it? That's it.
So maybe like a Glass Onion or
it would be
that.
in
Better watch.
It is in the Knives Out genre of like twists and turns and how reliable or unreliable is the narrator, like all of these things.
Yeah.
So it has all of those aspects to it. But like I said, done over 6 episodes. It was originally a book. But yeah, like I said, man, I was so like perturbed, but I didn't watch the whole thing, and I wasn't like hate watching it. Like I was like, all right, next episode, let's find out what happens. But I don't know that I liked it. I don't know. Anyway, something I did like though was Taylor Tomlinson has a new stand-up special called Prodigal Daughter, which just released on Netflix in the last couple days. I'm a big Taylor Tomlinson fan. I think she's quite humorous. I really liked her first 2 specials, Quarter Life Crisis and Look at You. Her most previous one before that was called Have It All. And for me, that one was a little bit of a step back. I didn't quite resonate with that one as much. Prodigal Daughter to me is closer to her first 2 than it is her third one. Not quite all the way there, but like happily would watch it again. Really enjoyed it. So if you are a fan of Taylor Tomlinson, I can easily recommend it. If you don't know who Taylor Tomlinson is, I do think starting with her, I think watching her specials in order are important because there is some like progression of who she is as a person throughout them.
Yeah.
So it can be helpful just to have the background and things like that. But if you haven't had a chance, I highly recommend it. Prodigal Daughter on Netflix. It's pretty solid.
Cool.
All right. Hey, Josh, what do you say we wrap this show up?
Sure. Thanks for joining us, everyone. As a reminder, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/boardwithvg or on Instagram at boardwithvg and via email at boardwithvg@gmail.com. And whatever podcast service you're listening to us on, we encourage you to give us a stellar... Oh, God. I just bungled it, and I was trying to do something clever. Oh, story of my life.
It's fine.
Man. Let's do that. Ready? And action. Whatever podcast service you're listening to us on, we encourage you to give us a 5-star rating, as it helps with other people's finding us.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to Spotify and type in board games and podcasts, we don't pop up, and we should. So give us some stars if you can, or some likes, or whatever they do on all those things. You can find myself at Why Is So Serious. That's SIRRIUS. I have a Switch code. It's out there. I have it saved on my phone now as a picture. So text me, and I'll text you my friend code. Kyle, where can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, Board Game Geek, Alt Psychocross, CYCOCROSS. As always, if you have suggestions for future topics, be sure to reach out to us on the social media because we want to talk about what you want to hear about. And remember, everyone, whether it be board games or video games, never stop gaming.